San Pedro de Atacama is a Chilean town and commune in Loa Province, Antofagasta Region. It is located east of Antofagasta, some 106 kilometers southeast of Calama and the Chuquicamata copper mine, overlooking the Licancabur volcano. It features a significant archaeological museum, the Gustavo Paige Archaeological Museum, with a large collection of relics and artifacts from the region. Native ruins nearby now attract increasing numbers of tourists interested in learning about pre-Columbian cultures. History: San Pedro de Atacama grew, over centuries, around an oasis in the Puna de Atacama, an arid high plateau. Its first inhabitants were the Atacama +or-Os, who developed basketworks and ceramic pottery crafts that can now be appreciated by tourists in the several souvenir shops as typical products of San Pedro de Atacama. It was part of Bolivia since independence until Chile claimed ownership during the War of the Pacific. Demographics: according to the 2002 census of the National Statistics Institute, San Pedro de Atacama had 4,969 inhabitants. Of these, 1,938 lived in urban areas and 3,031 in rural areas. The population grew by 75.6% between the 1992 and 2002 censuses. Administration: as a commune, San Pedro de Atacama is a third-level administrative division of Chile administered by a municipal council, headed by an alcalde who is directly elected every 4 years. The 2008-2012 alcalde is Sandra Berna Martinez. Within the electoral divisions of Chile, San Pedro de Atacama is represented in the Chamber of Deputies by Marcos Espinosa and Felipe Ward as part of the 3rd electoral district. The commune is represented in the Senate by Alejandro Galera Alvarez and Pedro Araya Guerrero as part of the 2nd senatorial constituency. Climate: the town lies at an average of 7,900 feet, and visitors often experience mild altitude sickness such as dizziness, lethargy and headaches. The local climate is extremely dry and mild, with daytime temperatures between 25°-30 degrees Celsius in the summer and 18°-25 degrees Celsius in the winter. Nighttime temperatures routinely drop below 0 degrees Celsius and can reach as low as 10 degrees Celsius in the winter. Paragraph PPEN Geiger Climate Classification System classifies its climate as cold desert for an isotherm of the mean yearly temperature of lower than 18 degrees Celsius, or as a hot desert for an isotherm of the coldest month's mean temperature of 0 degrees Celsius or lower. Transportation: San Pedro lies on the main paved road from Argentina over the Paso de Llama, 160 kilometers from the town. The road is paved throughout. There are frequent bus services to Calama, several buses daily to Santiago and buses on 6 days a week to Salta across the Andes in Argentina. Nearby airports are San Pedro de Atacama Airport and Salar de Atacama Airport for private aircraft, and the larger Loa Airport Calama 100 kilometers away for scheduled aircraft. Tourism: there are various activities for tourists and adventurers in the San Pedro de Atacama area: trekking, climbing, archaeological sightings, amateur astronomy, exploration tours in natural landscapes and even sandboarding in the desert. Because of its altitude, a brief period of acclimatization may be required. Sites in town: in the town are some cultural sites: Gustavo Paige Archaeological Museum, displaying ceramics and pottery crafts from the first inhabitants of the area. Church of San Pedro, Chilean national monument, built with adobe, a building material used in the colonial times. Outlying sites: Chexas Lagoon, part of Los Flamencos National Reserve in the Salar de Atacama, inhabited by pink flamingos. El Tachayo, a geyser field with over 80 active geysers. Llano de Chajantor Observatory, a radio telescope site, home of ALMA, the Atacama Large Millimeter Array. Laguna Miscanti and Laguna Mia +or-X, two neighboring altiplanic lagoons at the altitude of 4,200 m. Licancabur, a notable volcano near San Pedro de Atacama. Pucaradiquita, a fortification built by the Atacama +or-O people in the 12th century. Puritama Hot Springs, Salar de Atacama, a giant salt area in the middle of the Atacama Desert. Val de la Luna, a moon-like landscape with ruins of old Chilean salt mines, and worker huts. Val de la Muerte, a valley where gigantic dunes and rocks abound. Holidays and festivals in San Pedro de Atacama. The festivals includes typical dances, masses in the street and a little parade through the main street of San Pedro de Atacama. June 28, St. Peter, June 29, St. Paul. Image gallery. See also, Atacama Desert, Puna de Atacama, Eduardo Abaroa, List of towns in Chile, Manchurici crater. References. External links, pictures and wallpapers of Atacama region, San Pedro de Atacama's booking system, San Pedro de Atacama's Facebook page, San Pedro de Atacama's commune, RP Gustavo La Paige Archaeological Museum, San Pedro de Atacama Tourism, Traditions de Atacama, San Pedro de Atacama weather forecasts, compared.